Hello, Twinklephoenix here, and welcome back to Seduce Me 2, the Demon War official demo this time. It has been updated with some extra things, including a tutorial, and Diana's route is ready here. Let's kick it.
Hold on there! Before you start the game, I need to ask you a few things. Don't want you getting lost now.
Okay, the reason this has been hidden is because, again, unless you played the first game, you're gonna get so confused with this one because it takes place after Seduce Me 1, meaning you're gonna need to play the first one, or at least have a rundown of what has happened so far in the story. Thus, this was added. Also, Kay, you look a lot different than I remember you, but I'm not questioning it. You look lovely all the same. Also, they were planning to make some Demako pillowcases of the characters. Just thought I'd throw it out there. I'm excited. I have a Demako pillow. Anyway, moving on.
First of all, have you read the first story, Seduce Me the Otome? Like, seriously read it. No skimming, no pretending to read it. No. It's okay if you haven't, but there are a lot of things in this game that you won't understand unless you fully experienced and understood that story first.
Trust me, I've done all the routes, including the bonus, and I know the game inside out. But for the sake of this Let's Play, let's see what happens when we tell her no.
Phew, good thing I asked, huh? Well, then let me summarize everything for you and get you up to speed.
Again, if you haven't seen Seduce Me 1, go check out the game. It's completely free. Not to mention, it's pretty good. But let's hand it off here to Kay so she can explain the story for us.
You are the granddaughter of a CEO who is known for his heart of gold and the charity he did with his company, the Anderson Toys Company. He treated you like his own daughter, while your real father expected you to become perfect at school and set for your future.
In other words, your father actually wanted you to run the Anderson Toy Company as the next CEO. I know.
Unfortunately, one day your grandfather passed away unexpectedly. While the event was indeed sad, he left you with his mansion and his share of the company. Because your father wanted you to learn independence, he forced you to move in the day after. How rude is that?
Extremely rude. In fact, I'm pretty sure I had a fit every time that scene happened. Not mention, he slapped her.
Anyway, when you moved in, you found 5 pretty sexy-looking, wounded men in your lobby who claim to be incubi, demons who feed on sexual energy. Like, score. We have James, the eldest, Eric, the sly second, Sam, the brutish third, Matthew, the childish fourth, and Damien, the quiet fifth. All of them have different abilities and personalities, but they all have the same father, so they're technically brothers. Anyway, they were running away from a group of thugs led by a devil named Malix. Because they were wounded, and because you had a good heart, you let them stay until they healed up and defeated him fair and square.
Sort of. More like Malix did the cheapest thing ever and literally kidnapped you, forced you to go to this warehouse, where of course, depending on which character you've gone after, depending on whose route you're on, either you defeat Malix or one of the boys does, depending on whose romantic relationship you're going for. No mention, if you defeat Malix, you actually discover something else about yourself, including about your grandfather. I wonder if Kay's gonna cover that.
That didn't go as planned. Without getting into too much more detail about what happened, you get kidnapped by Malix and then proceeded to kick his ass. That's what he gets for being a prick. Still, a deal is a deal, so when the boys found you and brought you home, you asked them to honor their end of the agreement, and they left. It was kind of sad, if you ask me.
Okay, so Kay here is following not one when you choose one of the boys. The route she's talking about here is the neutral route. I think that's one she's talking about, unless she's talking about Diana's route.
But you met Diana.
Yeah, of course, this makes sense. So because I clicked on Diana's route, she's going to say whosever route you pick at the time for her introduction. So she's going to say something different every single route. So if you click Sam, instead of saying Diana, she say that you told the boys and Sam. So Sam is staying with you and so are all of them. But because I clicked Diana, Kay is talking about Diana only, specifically. So this will be random depending on who you click for her to explain about. So this makes sense.
Diana is a succubus princess who wanted to bring the boys back to the demon world and take her place as queen of their kingdom. Apparently, they are princes, and Diana was promised to marry one of them so that their father, the demon lord, wouldn't attack her kingdom and burn it to the ground like he did to multiple others.
See? Again, multiple others. He's a tyrant.
However, she needed to stop by your place first and erase your memories of everything that happened.
That didn't quite go to plan, though.
Why? Well, basically, humans aren't allowed to know about magic and demons and stuff. So, if a non-human found someone with knowledge of magic, they have to erase their memories. Sucks, huh?
Now, another thing Kay has not mentioned, I don't know if she's going to mention it, because she should have mentioned it, because it's on the route with Diana, is the fact that the grandfather is actually a powerful sorcerer. That he had strong magic. And technically Diana explains that she was the reason the grandfather died, but hey. Well, let's see if she says it at any point. I'm giving her points so far, because she is mentioning a lot of the stuff to explain the story. This is like some of the key points, I want to see if she says them.
You convinced her to let you keep your memories for a little while longer, in exchange for learning more about magic and stuff. You were desperate. If it meant keeping your memories longer, it was worth it in the end if you got to know about everything first.
Yeah. I mentioned, you get to know Diana better.
Diana agreed, and stayed, teaching you about angels and vampires and the demon world and all sorts of fun stuff. She stayed for a very long time. Longer than she should have. Then again, you forget about the time when you're with someone you grow to care about. You and her got very close, but when you finally learned everything and you are about to lose your memories, Diana reveals one last thing. She tells you about how she and the boys
Here we go.
got to the human world.
Okay. She's about to tell us, of course, how the grandfather died. Again, the grandfather was a powerful sorcerer. We're not really sure how exactly he picked up on them at the time. There's still a lot about the grandfather we want to know, but especially about Kay here, because she's perking my interest like crazy, Kay. Why are you perking my interest so much? Must you pick my interest? Yes, you do. No mention. Loving the outfit, girl. Very nice. Wonder if you're going to take part in the Demon War.
Your grandfather dabbled in magic and, long story short, brought the boys to the human world to help them escape their noble lives. When they left, Diana did everything to hunt them down in order to save her kingdom from being attacked.
Again, though, can we really blame Diana? It was tragic and everything.
She found your grandfather and used the rest of his life force to come to the human world as well, killing him. Essentially, Diana was the reason your grandfather died.
Apparently, Kay was in quite a state, if you remember, because it was mentioned during that gameplay that she got really upset over that.
After an emotional moment and a deep conversation, you and her agreed to let you keep your memories, and she continued to stay with you, teaching you more about magic out of repentance for taking your grandfather's life. But she couldn't stay for long. One night, she snuck out to try and leave. The demon lord was a big threat, and Diana needed to protect her kingdom at all costs. However, you stopped her and told her to bring you with her to the demon world. When she refused, you made a deal with her. You would help her fight back against the demon lord. Then she would return with you to the human world to continue teaching you about magic. Diana finally agreed, but I think it was because she liked you.
Pretty sure she did.
And now you're about to jump into her route, if you know what I mean. Sound like fun?
Already did her out. I ended up in tears. apparently, what they've done here, they've added this in. Apparently, they've added a new sprite for the Demon Lord as well. But there hasn't been, like, anything extended to the rights or anything. This is the official demo, so everything you see here now is officially going to be in it. And, yeah, we're going to go and see the, what the Demon Lord sprite looks like. Again, I'm just going through this to show you guys what is here now. There has not been any new scenes added from what I've heard, so we just got a new sprite. So let's save as well. Does he pop up through in this one? I'm trying to think whose route he pops up in. Matthew's route. It would be Matthew's route if I want to see him. Let me check.
Hold on there!
Yeah, I thought, hello, sweetie. Yes.
Oh, okay. You do know this is Matthew's route, right? You know, that cute fourth son, the one who made...
Yep, I know.
Oh, awesome! All right then. Matthew's such a cutie, isn't he? I mean, not like he's a kid or anything. Anyway, I have one last question for you. Some people like hearing the trigger warnings before they start games, while others...
Okay, sure.
No problem. It's my pleasure. Well, this game is recommended for players ages 18 and up. Trigger warnings include suicide, war, torture, mentions of rape, and a large amount of violence and sexual content.
Oh, great. Well, they didn't say anything about torture before or mentions of rape. But I can kind of gather it was rape, but still. Suicide? Who's suicide? Whom? Whom? I'm worried. But then again, I'm not surprised with Sergio around, seeing as I know a bit about Sergio's character.
Don't worry, though. Any sex scene choice you encounter is completely up to you. You can play this game without needing to go through the sex scenes and still get the good endings. Consent is important.
Oh, that's cool. They've added that.
I think that should be everything. All right. Phew, that took a while.
You forgot something.
Hi, Diana. You look fabulous.
Huh? What did I forget?
You forgot about the disclaimer.
Oh, crap! Oh, how could I have forgotten about that?
You don't find it weird that Diana just popped up out of nowhere?
It's fine, I'll take care of it. This game was produced by Michaela Laws using the Ren'Py visual novel engine. We truly hope you enjoy this story.
Thanks, Diana. Now, don't you have a war to go fight?
I do. I just wanted to make sure everything was in order before the story began. I'll take my leave now.
Thanks, Di.
Do not call me Di.
Oh, that's a cute name for you, Di. Can we call her Di?
Anyway, we really do hope you like the story. Have fun. See you at the end.
Oh, wait, so do you pop up like at the end of the story now?
This has gone